So, this time I wanted to talk to y'all about traveling on an entry level salary. As some of y'all may not know, I work for the school system. I'm a paraprofessional, so that's considered entry level position. And this year, I decided I wanted to take a trip somewhere and broaden my horizon and to see if I might want to explore more within the city. So I decided that I needed to do some research just to see what can I do with an entry level salary to go to the city I want to go to. So I want to give y'all some tips that I have learned from doing this process. The first thing you want to do is figure out where you want to go. Is it more of a vacation spot? Is it more of a urban city? Is it more of a family oriented place? So you want to figure out where you want to go. Is it big city living you want to do, or country living, or in between city you want to do? So figure out where you want to go. Of course, vary by the state, the city. The price is going to vary. Where I'm from, the do a travel here is cheaper than where I'm going. So you want to set a budget in your head once you figure out where you want to go. For me, I want to go to Seattle, Washington. The plane tickets was a lot more higher than if it was just stuck on the Savannah alone. So next step, figure out how you're going to get there. Is it by car? Is it by train? Is it by airplane? So figure out how much you want to spend in airplane travel. It's hard to figure out a budget because it depends on where you're going. You could say, I want to budget $500 for a trip. I want to budget $1,000 for a trip. It just depends. For me, I just did not have the money to spend over $300 on an airplane ticket right then, right there. So I decided to do a company called Air Affordable. It's a black owned company, and they do is you pay monthly installments to pay off your airplane ticket. You can either do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. I decided on a 3 week plan. It was able to work for me, and they so accommodating because I had to go out for surgery, so I had to reschedule what my payments will be, and they are very accommodating. They will reschedule with you. They get back to you within 1 day. So I felt like this company is something I really to needed to do just to for my airplane ticket. Of course, I did research on the company before I actually decided to spend my money with them. So I recommend doing your research. But Air Affordable is very what you need. You can book the time, the who you want to do your air travel with, the day you want to go. So you send all that to them, and you decide how much you want to do for your monthly installments. For me, for my 3 weeks, my airplane ticket was about $380 a month. I was spending about $65 every month. Of course, you have to put a down payment down first. So before you figure out how you can pay $65 a month, you do have to put a down payment down towards your travel, and they will buy your ticket and you just be paying them back for it. So I thought that was a good idea for me for my travel. Once you decide what city you're going to, how you're going to get there, the next step is hotel. For me, I always use Hotwire. That's just where I feel comfortable with. And if you want to, as a new member, you get 30% off for your first hotel stay. If you like me, most people, you just start a new email account each time to get the 30% off. So instead of spending, because for me, I'm doing 5 days in Seattle just to see if I like the city, travel around to Pacific. So for me, I my hotel travels about $580. So you could do just 30% off to get it down closer to like around 500, mid 500. That works better for you. It just depends. But of course, it varies by who is going with you for your travel, or if you're going by yourself. I'm going by myself. It's a solo travel trip. This is not my first time doing a solo travel trip, but it is my first time being farther away. I'm okay with that. I don't live my life based on people if they can go with me or not. So, the hotel travel was a little more expensive because I'm a solo traveler. which is fine with me. So I always recommend doing Hotwire, or if you're one of those people who like to use Airbnbs, because I'm going by myself and I'm a female, I don't really trust being in an Airbnb by myself. If my boyfriend was going with me, I probably would use an Airbnb. It is cheaper than doing a hotel, but I just prefer to do hotels because that's what I've been using majority of my life. I haven't reached that Airbnb life yet, and I'm okay with it. Um, some places in bigger cities like New York, LA, just depends on where you're going. They have hostels. Um, they normally in overseas, but they do have them in the United States. So a hostel is basically where you can either get your own room or you can share with 6 other people in a bunk bed. It's way more affordable than a hotel or Airbnb because you in a room with other people. Um, for me, I kind of like a clean area, a clean space, and I don't know how often that they change out the sheets and the covers just because multiple people is coming in and out on a day to day basis. But if you want to take that route and do a hostile, it's starting to become very popular. So it's a great way you can do too. So there are the three options you can do. You can do a hotel, Airbnb, or a hostile, just depending on you as you are as a person. Next thing you want to do, planning a solo trip or just planning a trip in general, figure out what you want to do. I'm the type of person I like to just go with the flow, see where it takes me, the neighborhoods I want to go to while I'm in Seattle, or the neighborhoods you want to go to while you in that city particular. And for one, you have to figure out why are you there? Are you there for work? Are you there for you deciding you might want to move to that city, or are you there just for a vacation? So it depends on what you there for is what you're gonna really do. I'm not into tourist attraction. That never been me. I probably will check out some just to see what the hype is about. But I like to actually explore the city, go where the locals go, eat where the locals eat, look at different neighborhoods, see if this is the right fit for me or just seeing that this is a nice vacation spot. And that's what I like to do. I'm not renting a car at all. I am doing that public transportation just to get the feel of the city. And plus car rental for a solo person going to a bigger city is a lot more expensive to do than if it was in a smaller city state. So it's a whole lot expensive because of the time that I'm going to Seattle. So car rental was out of the budget for me because I set a budget for $1,000. That's including hotel and activities for me to do. I already had paid for my airplane ahead of time, so for me, $1,000 was what I wanted. So getting a car was out the option, which I'm fine with it. But I did my research on what they mean in the transportation is, how you get from the airport to my hotel room, how do I get there. So definitely do your research. Figure out what you want to do. I don't like to really do stuff that's too heavy flow. So I like to just, I like to eat. I'm a foodie. So going places where I can eat, checking out. I know I want to look at the universities right there, the University of Washington. So checking out the universities, figure out if this is something I'm into or might want to move there. So you want to make sure that you feel comfortable with you doing. If you're going with the group, figure out as a group what do y'all want to do. And not everybody within your group has the same lifestyle or in, or salary. So you want to do something that they don't feel like they're working their bank. Because one thing a person don't want to do feel like they're working their bank because they will be very angry and it's going to win the trip. Because my goal is to come back with money, not spend all my money there, and then I just don't have nothing left. So if you're going as a group, figure out what are y'all stuff y'all can do, vary by everybody's budget, and speak up to vary by everybody's budget. I'm the type of person I don't like expensive things, so I don't really want to go to expensive restaurants. That's just me. But maybe somebody in your group is into that and they want to do a sunset restaurant. You know, you have to figure out what is comfortable for everybody. You know, you don't want to just think about you and then the other person like, well, all I got left is $50 and we still have 3 more days to go. You know, so just figure out if you're going by yourself, if you're going to what works for you. I always say, do not ball out because you have the money. Figure out a budget you want to stick to it. Sometimes it's okay to go over your budget, but try not to go too far over. So that's what I would recommend to do. And just have fun. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time. We got one life. And bills, I hate to say this, but bills will always be there. So accumulate your bills around your travel. Don't get, I learned this, do not get frustrated if you don't get to do all the things you want to do in your travel. Do the things that inspire you, that you were actually interested in, and do that. Don't focus on, okay, I didn't get to do this, I didn't get to do that. Okay, just break your time up. Figure out what works for you. I know that I'm not a morning person, so the likelihood of me waking up early in the morning and starting my day is slim to none. Like, that's not gonna work for me. But if you know somebody in your group is a morning person, then that varies. So go with people that try to, somewhat got the same interests in mind when it comes to certain stuff. So for me, I know that I won't start my day till about 10 o'clock, which is fine with me. It's all right. I don't hesitate about it. So just do what works for you, what gives you the better benefit of your trip. Because it's even worse to go on vacation with other people and you come back and then people ask you how it went and you just like, I really hate the damn trip. I wish I just had went by myself. Or I wish I had went with other people I know that I could have a good time with. So you want to pick people that actually fit your personality, that you know that you're going to be comfortable to do things with. Or if you're going with a group of people and you only know one people in the group and you don't know the other friends in the group, try to get to meet the friends ahead of time so you will feel comfortable going out or exploring the city, maybe going to a club. Because that is very important when it comes to traveling. And for me, I'm not a social person. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not. So if I don't know the people that I'm with, but one person, I tend to isolate myself a lot more. It's just a habit of mine, and I'm okay with that. Just because I don't know the people in the world is crazy. I'm just gonna say it. The world is crazy. You read stuff in articles, you see stuff on TVs. They're dying younger, and you don't know the person. And you don't know the person's history and background. So just see if you can meet them ahead of time before y'all travel. Or if you're going by yourself, try to download apps where you'll let your family member know where you're at all the time. I have an iPhone, so it works for me to do my location app. Try to get them more aware of where you at. And be careful of your surroundings. Always look. And sometimes I be so caught up in the moment that I don't look all the time. But just try to be more aware. Don't look so paranoid. Like, oh my God, you know, I'm just here. And being from my city, when we get tourist people, you know that they're the tourists. They look excited. They amused by everything they see. And you from there, you like, I see this shit every time. It's really not amusing. I don't know why you look so happy to see it. So you do, people do know who they're tourists. So try to blend in a little more. Just, if you somewhere where you like a sore thumb, because of your ethnicity, then you can't really help that. But just enjoy and relax. It's okay. Everything don't go as planned. But just make sure that you make a list of things that you actually want to do from your trip and the goals that you want to set for your trip. Decide on clothing that really matters. I'm going to Seattle in March, so the temperature weather is a little different than here. I brought mostly sweaters for the trip, and seeing that I want to be more in jeans than a dress, and rain boots and umbrellas and raincoats. So dress for the temperature. If you want somewhere like Miami, where it's gonna be sunny in March, baby suits, shorts. Just get yourself more aware of the sort of area you going. Dress for the area. Do not dress like you're home and then you get there and you're freezing and then you're like, God damn, now I got to buy more clothes. So definitely dress for the area. Always, always, if you're going out of the country, make travel multiple copies. Give it to a family member so they know what time you should get to your hotel, what time your airplane lands. You know, any passport information. So just always keep in mind to give extra copies to a family member that you trust, like your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother, so they'll know, where are you? Are you okay? Check in. If you're not the type of person to check in on your trips, some people are not, that's okay, but make sure while you on your trip to check in more, to get them like, hey, this is what I want to do today. This is what time I'm going. So they'll know. So if anything becomes suspicious, they'll be more aware. So you want to keep your family in the loop of your travels. If you're going with family, of course, that is different. But sometimes even if you go with family, you tend to drift off and do something you want to do on the trip because you just over your family members at that moment. Let them know. Don't be afraid, you know. Yeah. Some people like, hey, meet people on your travels, and that's okay to do too. So definitely have fun, enjoy your moments in life, and cherish them. And I can't wait to hear about y'all trips that y'all take. Please leave it in the comments down below, any trips that you're taking or planning to take, or if you already had took. So check you for the next time with Conversation with Demaria. Bye. Hi guys, so I just want to show y'all my suitcase for my travel. I already started getting it ready. I have like 2 to 3 more weeks before I have to go to Seattle. I love this company for my suitcase. Like, they have the best suitcases. It's a little expensive, but I was okay with paying it. If you like me, who wants a nice luxury suitcase or bag or something, but you don't want to pay high prices, go to TJ Maxx, go to Marshalls, you will get it. Once again, I'm going to Seattle, so a lot of my clothes are like sweaters and jeans and umbrellas, so I definitely wanted to be more prepared for the travel. I'm glad right now we are getting into another season, so the sweaters, most of them was on sale I went to Marshalls, so a lot of them was like $8, $10, some was like $4.50. So just be prepared. Sometimes if we're going into a new season, it's best to get the clothes items while they out of season so you can spend less money on them. So I just wanted to show y'all some of the things that I have packed. I'm not done packing yet, but just, be prepared and be ready and have fun.